the first quote unquote woman of the year from USA Today, who is a man. This is a man on the list. Last year, you'll remember USA Today featured Dr. Rachel Levine. This year, it's Leigh Finke. Leigh Finke, this is what USA Today says. She never planned to be a politician. Now she is the first transgender legislator in the state's House of Representatives fighting to build a better future for trans youth. Leigh Finke is a man, a biological man, which you can tell by looking at the picture, right? This is not even someone that looks female. This is someone that looks like an ugly dude with pink hair wearing a pair of earrings. This person is extremely dangerous, obviously, because this person is now in charge of or part of the legislative body in the state of Minnesota. And the reason that USA Today chose this man as a woman of the year is because USA Today knows that queer theory and the obliteration of objective truth is critical to ushering in Marxism into our country. So they pretend that a man can be a woman just because he identifies as a woman and puts on some red lipstick. That, in fact, is not true. That in and of itself from USA Today is dangerous, but this individual, Leigh Finke, is actually dangerous even aside from being honored by USA Today, because Leigh Finke has proposed legislation to make Minnesota a, quote, trans refuge for kids. This is a sanctuary state. This is essentially what this means, a sanctuary state for children who want to transition, who want to go on puberty blockers, who want to go on cross-sex hormone therapy, who want surgical transitions. Maybe a young girl wants her breast removed. A young boy wants to have his penis removed in the name of gender identity. And this Minnesota state legislator, who is a man identifying as a woman, dressed up in women's clothing, is trying to make Minnesota a state where young children, if their parents say no, if they live in a state where it's illegal, they can come to Minnesota and they're allowed to access that won't even call it healthcare. They're allowed to access that mutilation and those pharmaceutical drugs. That's extremely dangerous, but that is something that the radical left is going to try to do throughout the course of the next year. Mark my words. That's one of their primary agendas, is to make blue states not just havens of radical leftism, but actually a sanctuary state where if you are not able to access an abortion, if you are not able to perform an abortion, if you are not able to drug children and mutilate their bodies in the name of gender identity, you can go to a blue state and all of the parental rights that existed in the red state will be terminated in the blue state, and the blue state will take over your children. Terrifying.